Hi everybody and welcome back to my backyard once again. Today we have a new drone from YMZFPV and it's their new Starship X1 2-inch 4S. Let's open the box and see what's inside. We got a few bags, boom, let's remove them, props and the drone down there. In the first box there is a battery, Gaoneng 550 4S HV. In this other bag we have two 3D printed TPU battery holders and two screwdrivers. One is M2 and the other one is Phillips. In the third bag we have extra screws, stickers and two super cute and little battery straps. In the propeller bag we have 8 for the drone and 4 are spare. Gemfan 2023x3 and they are basically the standard on 2-inch drones. And before I talk about the drone, please remember to like, subscribe and comment on this video. Let me know what you think about 4S 2-inch drones, and as always, if you want to buy something, check out the links down in the description below. There should also be a discount. Thank you so much, let's go! And finally, it's time to talk about the drone. I have the O3 plug-and-play version. I need to put the camera in. The weight, as you see it right now, is 100 grams. Once you put the O3, 137, 140, which is not bad at all. It's on par, if not a little bit lighter than like the Cinewhoop 20 or the C20 from Axis Flying, which are comparable drones. The wheelbase is 104 millimeters. It's a little bit wider than 2 inches, like a 2.5 inch wide, 2 inch long. And it's gonna be probably a little bit more stable, but of course, if you fly indoors, you have like 1 centimeter more on the side. It's not gonna affect your hole punching capability, of course. The quality in my hands feels amazing. It's all made of carbon and CNC aluminum. 2.5 millimeter top, 3 millimeter ducts, and 3 millimeter bottom. Is incredibly stiff. And also I love all the CNC aluminum parts. They are a little bit sharp, but at least the ducts are covering it. Unlike the freestyle drone, I don't think this is gonna hurt anybody. And the XT30 is clipped at the back of the frame. This is super convenient. The motors are RCM Power 1303 6000 kV 4S motors, but the flight controller is 6S 40 amps F7. It may be overkill, don't use 6S because the motors cannot hold it. If you find 6S compatible motors, you can use this drone as 6S, which will be just crazy. And it's finally time to fly. The O3 is inside. I had to put it in reverse, so there is space to put the USB-C and the micro SD card. Sits very snugly in there, I like it. Also, 142 grams like this. With the battery, it is 198 with the recommended battery, and this secures it super nice. There is a little bit of wind. What mode is this? Air mode. Horizon, air, angle. Wow, okay. I set it up. What the hell? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mixed match oh my god, I mixed match the modes and okay, the order. No problem. So, first of all, it's very stable, looks like. The noise, it's a little bit whiny. And there is a little bit of wind. Let's see if... Wow! Okay, so YMZ... that was a little bit of fluttering, I don't know if you heard it. But I have to say, for a 2-inch, is incredibly well tuned. Wow. Especially with this wind, I did not expect... Wow, I did not expect this drone to fly this stable. The frame is super stiff and there are no vibrations whatsoever. It feels like a toothpick with guards rather than a Cinewhoop. So very good job. It can also carry a naked GoPro, but they didn't provide a mount on it, and really the O3 is fine enough. So I suggest if you need to use a naked GoPro, use maybe the Cinewhoop 20 or the C20 from Axis Flying. I know for a fact I saw some chicken behind here. Come on! Every time I look for them, they disappear. I think they hear the drone and they go home, because I was there just a moment ago and there were chicken. So I hope the O3 range allows me to fly all the way here, and we have the chickens finally. I have a lot of dirt, the house in the middle, but yeah, this is the perfect chicken chaser. Okay, good choice, good choice. I have better signal. No. Okay. Hey. So I don't want to hit them, of course. People are gonna complain a lot. Wow, the O3 signal is something just incredible. I don't know if you understand how many things I have between me and the chickens. Wow. Okay, we shook it off. Oh wow, today we have a very nice chase. It's hard because the latency is greater when I go behind those places, and I have the camera angle at minimum. One thing about this drone is the camera angle is kind of very short. What you can set, it's like between 5 degrees and 20. Like you cannot set up a lot of different camera angles. I'm gonna show you later, because the CNC aluminum doesn't allow for it basically. But it's probably the best flying 2-inch I've tried so far, just because it's super stiff, super predictable. Okay, battery is empty. This drone just exceeded my expectations. It did 4 minutes and 30 seconds of flying, mixed acro and a little bit of chicken chasing, and it feels on rails. It's crazy, super well tuned, super sturdy frame, fits like a toothpick with ducks, and these ducks, for screws, you can remove them, and this drone becomes the Eagle One. At this point the Eagle One doesn't make sense anymore, because just get this and remove the ducks if you want to remove them. And they also stack up super tight, because they are 2 slabs basically. You can put in your backpack. If you have to fly inside, put them back. It's not bad. And now I put the straps on. They don't fit super nice because it's not regular down here, but they do their job. And I'm gonna fly with a 650 milliamps 4S, no HV. Oh, it's angle again. I switched them and it's messing with my head. It's such a simple thing, but wow. Wow. Oh. It maybe needs a bigger battery, because it's just crazy. Wow. Well, I don't know what I'm doing. It has no inertia because it's such a small drone, so I'm waiting for it to go on the other side, but you gotta push it there. You cannot wait for it. Wow. I like it a lot. For O3 only, it's the most fun 2-inch so far. It's 4S, so it makes noise, it starts to be heavy, and I don't know if I will go 2.5 inches. I don't know, I froze there. Wow, all the chickens are home. Wow. Wow, okay, they got oh, no, they are here. Wow, they were hiding behind the bush. Ah man, I wish it had less camera angle, because they don't move super fast with these small drones. Wow, we got the yellow band. I cannot follow them. Okay, please. The black chicken just zoomed right past the drone. They don't care that much. It's just the noise. Wow. Finally, today we got some chase action, and it's also a nice way to put the chickens back home. Okay, let's go back again. And it's kind of fast as well. Wow, holds the wind, not bad. This battery is brand new, it's of Onyx 650, but I'm not super satisfied with it. It's on the small side. I expected more C rating. Wow. Wow. Wow, I like it a lot. Yeah, it's fun. It's not perfectly, I mean, it's very well tuned, but not perfectly. Sometimes it does have some thought about it. I saw also some cats running around. I don't know, probably not. Okay, I did not expect this drone to be this kind of fun, and also I'm glad there is no jello whatsoever. Look at it. It just come down super straight. Good job. Wow. That's okay, I'm not in the way luckily, but I have to land because yeah, 14 volts. These drones, where they are too much fun, you gotta land. And you always forget to. Three minutes and 52. This time, I don't know, it lasted less than the 550. Maybe, I don't know. Time for my final opinion about the YMZFPV Starship X1 2-inch little Cinewhoop. First of all, the construction quality and the materials are amazing. There are no 3D prints basically on this drone. I love when it's like that. And it's just a premium feeling. I love the CNC aluminum, and also seems quite sturdy. This thing can take a beating for sure. It's light, so it can bounce when it impacts. And if it breaks, somehow you crash into concrete from very high, just remove the ducts and it becomes a toothpick because it just 4 screws and half of the ducts come off. Very nice. And probably you can also 3D print them again if they break somehow. Flight-wise, it may be the best 2-inch 4S I've tried so far. The other ones, like the C20 and the Cinelog 20, were incredibly good, and this feels a little bit more tight. I like the feeling, I like the way it's tuned, and the stiffness of the frame, no plastic, seems like it makes a little bit of a difference. They all are good choices. This feels just a little bit, you know, more on rails. The O3 doesn't have any jello. It has a little silicone pad inside from the factory, but it doesn't have anything outside, so it kind of surprised me not seeing any jello, but I guess the super sturdy frame really helps avoid the vibration into the camera. So very good job. It will also carry a naked GoPro, but I feel like this is not the best drone to do it. First of all, they don't provide the mount and even the wire. They don't provide anything. It's already O3, so it's very good already. You should probably use it with O3 only. If you need a naked GoPro kind of drone, get a 2.5 inches at least. I feel like it will be better. It also doesn't have any soft mount for the naked GoPro, so if you want to really carry it with a 2-inch, get the C20 or Cinelog 25. They are better option for naked GoPro in my opinion. Talking about downsides, I see a mild one, which is the camera angle is limited, and up is kind of fine, is probably around 35, 40, something like this. But on the bottom is like 5, 10, and I wish it was a little bit less, so when I fly very slowly indoors, I don't look up. Because you saw with the chickens, I was looking a little bit up, and this drone is super good because it's super stable, and indoors it will be amazing. I just wish it could record straight, you know? And I already pointed this out in the Eagle 1 review and they didn't listen, which kind of infuriates me. It's just a CNC design thing. Maybe changing the position of the screws, you can fix it, but I don't know, it's kind of touching. It needs some Dremel action to really do it. And it can do it, so why not make it from the factory? Other than that, I just have a couple very small nitpicks. It doesn't come with a battery pad, which I guess it should come with because the battery is touching the screws. They are round, but I like the battery to be on rubber. If you list on the website that it can carry a naked GoPro, you should add a naked GoPro mount. Costs 5 cents to print it, and people without a 3D printer will be much happier. And that's all for today. It flies amazing, I just wish it could go a little bit lower on the camera mount to work good indoors. Other than that, this is a toothpick with protections, not a Cinewhoop. As always, remember to like, subscribe and comment on this video. Let me know what do you think about this drone, and also if you want to buy something, check out the links down in the description below. You help the channel a lot, and also there should be a discount. Thank you so much, stay safe and happy flying. Bye!